Hearts bounce on ways play. We are designed to love and break until it's empty all again. I get stuck, the world's too loud. Things don't look up when you're going down. Know your arms are reaching out. Somebody opens out. You make me feel like a troubled heart is a million miles away. You make me feel like a million stars and we're dancing out in space. Celestial. We were made to be nothing more than this, finding magic in all the smallest things. We notice that's what really matters. Let's make tonight go on and on and on. We were made to be nothing more than this, finding magic in all the smallest things. We notice that's what really matters. Let's make tonight go on and on. Feel like a troubled heart is a million miles away. You make me feel like the stars we're dancing out in space. Celestial. Terry, I am just about to get myself fired.
All right, so I'm back from the start. And I think I'm about to try to lay down. So let's talk about some fun facts. And I'm going to try to be nice so I don't, get any weird things. Okay, so what would I want someone to know about me that um, that I really, 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 really and truly like love the Lord. Like going through this was so tough. The toughest part it was three tough parts, I think. But if I had to name the toughest, it was the day that in Kentucky when I saw Nika. I saw Nika, my son. And I said I would never talk about Corey and Nico and their involvement. So the toughest problem after that, or the toughest moment of these past 6 years, the toughest moment was when I opened the door. No, it was ketchup. It was losing ketchup. And then after that, it was losing Harvard. Actually, it wasn't. It wasn't. The toughest moment was Corey on January the 19th. It was Corey. When I got the phone call, it was almost just like it was when I was in prison. When I called and said, I dreamed about Corey. And I just knew that I needed to get Corey away from Wanda's house. Away from her house. I wanted to do that for so many reasons. And that was the toughest moment of these past 6 years. Ketchup was second. I loved him. I loved Ketchup. He was my favorite person. I didn't just like being married to him. I liked him, like what he stood for, but he was he would mentally abuse me like agents do. They taught him how to beat me up without ever laying a hand on me. So, um, one time he told me, if you do this, if I did something that he didn't like one more time, something that I had did, probably said something or whatever to piss him off, he honestly said, I won't talk to you for 30 days. And I knew he meant it. So anyway, I went to the store and I'm back. I get really drained when I go out. I don't like to go out. I don't like to go out because I could feel so many different people around me. And like the feeling is equal to when you go out as a celebrity and you just know a bunch of people. It's not like that. It's the feeling of knowing that a lot of people are around, but it's also the feeling of discernment. Like what God put in me is weird. Like to just be in a store and don't have to say anything to the person, but just know that the person behind me to the right is not right. And even if they're in there to just act like something, is still the same thing. Like just going to the store is difficult for me. I hate going to the store. I hate being in the stores. I hate looking at the phone. I hate looking at the computer. And today was very tough. Like I had a great day, but I think I was exposed to too much energy. And it's draining. Like I can't explain how I feel when I go out and I'm like my nerves are rattled all day because I'm thinking about what card is by me, who is by me, who went here, who's there. It's always something. And so I think that I'm going to write. I need to try and calm down, try and woo-saw a little bit. It's been tough for me today. That's all I can say. But I probably just need a nap or need a break. I just need to break. So I was going to talk, because that's what I like to do. That's what I used to do every night. That's what got me so far. Not so far, but that's what kept me sane, I would just talk about how I felt every night in my truck. I had a 2017 Dodge Ram when this happened. And I used to just get in my truck and talk. It was only me. Couldn't go to a counselor. So just get in my truck and talk to God and talk out loud and talk to my recording. So whew, good hot bath.
you can't help but care. And that care can become your career. Visit ultimatemedical.edu. Hi, I'm Kim Johnson.
I'm Mark Johnson.
We're proud owners of Jellyfish Lights. One of the reasons we got Jellyfish Lights is because I didn't want him falling off the roof and trying to put up Christmas lights or any lights. And this way, we have safety. We can do it anytime we want, and no worries. They've never gone out. I just pull out my phone, put in what I want, and it looks really good. All my neighbors comment how wonderful it is. You have the best lights in the neighborhood. They even had kids come for Halloween, and their parents said they could only go to one house, and they our house because of the lights. I recommend Jellyfish Lighting for the ease, for the versatility, for all the fun things you can do with your house.
My background's in construction. One of the things that really impressed me was the simplicity of the installation. They came in with a crew that really knew what they were doing and knocked it out quickly. And I was impressed by how it blended in with our existing soffit. When you look at it, you can't even tell the lights were there and turn them on.
They were in and out in half of the day. The house looks great. Can't tell we have lights until we turn them on at night. And the house always looks fun when you light them up. When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting, it matters. Hilton for the stay. Transgression, to recession, protest the blood of the Lord. The interceding of the Father, from the mustard seed in the shadows. The problems can complete when they don't come. The blood of Jesus can interrupt warfare. The shielding of the Somebody ought to tell yourself. I wanna see the manifestation. I won't give up. 'Cause I wanna see the manifestation. God, I won't stop here 'cause I gotta see it. I want to see it. I wanna see the manifestation. I wanna see the manifestation. I wanna see it. I wanna see the manifestation. I wanna see it. The manifestation. I wanna see it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to I know what you told me, Jesus. I know what you promised me. And I will not give up on the promises of God. I won't give up on the promises of God. I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. Say, I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. I want to see it, Lord. I gotta see it. I want to see it. I gotta see it. I got to go. I want to see it. I got to go. I want to see it. I got to go. I want to see it. I got to go. I want to see it. I got to get going. I want to see it. I got to get going. I want to see it. I got to get going. I want to see it. I got to get going. I got to get going. I want to see it. I got to get going.
So you've been praying. Many have been holding on, doing all you know to do. But I stop by to tell you that your manifestation is coming. In the name of Jesus.
I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. Say, I want to see it, I need to, I gotta see it. I want to see it, I want to see it. I want to see it. Father God, in the name of Jesus, I come to you on behalf of your people. Father, there is somebody out there who's been waiting on the manifestation of the promises that you made. But I believe that as Psalms 37 and 31 declares, that if we wait on you and keep your way, you shall exalt us to inherit the land that you promised. Father, there is somebody in the waiting place. They feel like giving up because it seems that they're doing everything right, but nothing's happening. So, Father, I prophesy now that in the next few seconds, the strength of God shall be released over the airways. Families shall be strengthened. Marriages shall be strengthened. Mothers and fathers shall be strengthened. The young people shall be strengthened. Strengthened to keep praying. Strengthened to keep passing. Strengthened to keep sowing. Strengthened to say, I won't stop here, but I want to keep pressing until I see it. Strengthened to keep believing and increasing that faith. For I believe that faith produces miracles. And I keep on fighting. They will keep on fighting. They will not back down and allow the enemy to steal what theirs. They will not give up because you say, and Isaiah chapter 40 verse 21, that if they wait upon you, you shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. And I declare that they would not give up on the word that you've spoken over their lives, because you told them that you know the thoughts that you have towards your people, those of peace and not of evil, and you shall give them an expected end. Therefore, until they get there, everything that you require for us to do, that will be killed, and that will be due, and it is your soul, it is your soul. Somebody ought to declare, it is your soul. Lay your hands on your family and declare that it is your soul. Lay your hands on your mind and declare that it is your soul.
Why do couples choose a Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed? Can it keep me warm when I'm cold?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that. The Climate 360 smart bed lets you adjust up to 30 degrees cooler to warmer.
Can I make my side softer?
I make my side firmer. Sleep Number does that. We know 80% of couples sleep too hot or too cold. Our smart bed cools and warms either side, so you both sleep comfortably. Sleep better together on the Climate 360 smart bed. During our biggest sale of the year, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed. Shop now at Sleep Number store near you. Hallelujah. Come on, give God some praise. If you know Jesus is your Lord, if you know He's your Savior, call Him, call Him, call Him, call Him, call Him. When you're in trouble, call Him. When you're sick in your body, call Him, call Him. Jesus, 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 Jesus. His name is Hallelujah. His name is Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. His name is Jesus, Jesus. We have the King. Come on, clap your hands. We have the King. Come on, if you believe it, put a hand on it. Come on, put a dance on it. If you have the victory, if you really believe it, come on and give it praise. We have the victory. Yes, we do. I said we have it. We have it. Yes, we do. So glad I got it. So glad I got it. We got it. Yeah, 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 yeah. In the name of Jesus, I got the victory. I say, holy in this name, I got the victory. Everything I got the victory. Yeah, 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 yeah. We have a victory. Yes, we do. We got victory in our minds. We got victory in our spirits. We got victory in our health. We got victory on our jobs. We got victory in our family. We got the victory over the devil. Only in the name of Jesus. Give God some praise. Take some steps forward. You took 5 steps back. You said, God, what in the word is that? Come on, lift it up. When I almost lost my mind, when the enemy came in like a flood, so good to me. My deliverer, my God, my rock. Yeah. Lord is my builder, my fortress, my deliverer, my God, my rock. In whom I take refuge. He is my shield and the horn of my salvation. He is my shield and the horn of my salvation. He is my shield and the horn of my salvation. He's my high tower. He's my high tower. I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. Say, I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. Say, I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. Who is worthy to be praised. I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. Who is worthy to be praised. I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. Who is worthy to be praised. I will call on the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. Who is worthy to be praised. I know he responds to him.
Dexcom G7 sends your glucose numbers to your phone and watch, so you can always see where you're heading without finger sticks. Dexcom G7 is the most accurate CGM, so you can manage your diabetes with confidence.
This is zero sugar. The don't eat the whole bag, you will spill over the house.
Oh, you will win, yes. Oh, you will win. No matter what it looks like, oh, you will win. Oh, you will win. Yeah, we came up against your vision. Matter what it looks like, I will win. Oh, I will win. Oh, I will win.
The Lord told me, He said, anybody can fight. But the question is, can you win? I came to tell somebody up in here tonight that there is something on the inside of you that's going to help you win in this season. And it's called a champion. You come open up your mouth and shout, I am a champion. Yeah. Everything attached to you wins. I said everything attached to you wins. Attached to me wins. Everything attached to you wins. Everything attached to me wins. Everything attached to you wins. Everything attached to me wins. It's God to carry me. It's God to carry me. That's what He's going to do tonight. Because you can't afford to lose again. I can't afford to lose again. Oh, it's a winning season. Everything attached to me wins. Yeah. This is what I need you to do. But you can't say you are winner but look defeated. I need you to get up out of your seat and high five 10 people across this room. Don't just stand your row, tell them across the room that you will win. People are telling you will win. You will win. God don't burn failures. God don't call you defeated. Hi guys. I am sick of myself. So I don't know, I'm trying to think if I wanted to talk some more. I think I need to be quiet for the night. And see what kind of treat God will bless me with. Okay, so let me do this before I go to bed. Lord, do it for me. All right, so let's go green for a second. I was actually gonna lay down and take my tail to bed, but let me go green for a second. So I wanted to elaborate on what I said yesterday really quick before I go to bed. What God had put in my heart yesterday about men shall perish for the lack of knowledge. When we think of the plagues that affect the African American community, it's easy for racists or non-blacks to say that doesn't apply to me, so why am I interested? But
if you think about it, each culture plays a part in our planet. And when we all win, and when we all come together, we all win. And that's where we should be. So when I was praying yesterday, that's what God put in my heart. That when men shall perish for the lack of knowledge, not having knowledge and the wisdom. So what when you think of disease, poverty, mental health, crime, violence, uh, uh, um, unplanned pregnancies, sexual abuse, when you think of all of these different things that are major issues for the African American community, you want to begin to understand, you want to line it up with what the Bible says, because it's nothing too hard for God, and it's no problem that he can't solve. And if you look at that and understand that philosophy and apply that objective to the situation, then you'll come up with the perfect solution, which is what he gave me, to supply knowledge. So I wrote this beautiful plan last night. I started it and I'm going to continue it either tonight or tomorrow. I started to write it, and let me see, I'll probably be able to go get it. But it is really beautiful, and I was so, let me see, I think I can split my screen. I'm sure I can. See, this should be really simple to do. There it is. Split screen. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Hi guys. Split my screen. Now, what I want to do to technology is take it from this way. I really just want to I'll tell you, if I had money to build a site, that's like, how do you tell somebody I want to apply for money to build me an app? If I hate to say this, I don't want people to feel some kind of way, but I do feel like white people can go do just that. Black people have to, I'm sitting up here feeling some kind of way about building income for my own business as mine. When they ask on Shark Tank all the time, how much money did you put in of yours? So you put in money to start it up, to flip the money around, to build it. It's your money. But when I do it, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I've been thinking about that all day long. It's your money. You're putting it into to the bank. You building your business, getting all of your stuff set in line so you could go get the stuff that you need. That's not wrong. That's what you hear on TV all day long. But at the same time, it's what you do. You hear it on Shark Tank every night. How much of your money did you put in? So anyway, going back to this. Forevermore, our God, he's champion. He reigns. All right, let's see, guys. Hey! I was so tired. Okay, let's see. All right. Power to stop. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Oh my God. glory. I see the dance of your glory. Wait, I was just show me. I'll ever see my love for you. Oh, I tasted. I'll tell the world of what I've tasted. Your goodness towards me won't be wasted. I'll never sing my love for you. Oh, 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 oh my God, look what you've done. I'll sing forever. Oh, oh, oh my God, look what you've done. I, angels, you are holy. Your makes me worthy. I'll never sing my love for you. Oh, 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 oh my God. Look what you've done. I'll sing forever. Oh, look what you've done. I'm so amazed. Oh, 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 oh my God. Look what you've done. I'll sing forever. Oh, oh my God. Look what. All right. You make the mountains crumble, silence the roaring thunder. You are the God of wonders. Oh my God. Oh, you are the God. All right. The purpose of this study is to bring awareness to mental health in the Black community. According to research, Blacks are more likely to experience mental health symptoms such as sadness, hopelessness, and suicidal ideations. However, research also shows that Blacks are less likely to seek help when experiencing symptoms that could be related to a mental health disorder. Blacks are less likely to seek treatment because of cultural beliefs, feelings of inadequacy, or some people may even believe that they will carry a label, such as crazy or inferior to others. The common reasons that treatment are not sought are stigmas, lack of medical access, fear of labels, or beliefs that treatment will be ineffective. This study is meant to take a closer look at mental health in the Black community. This study focuses on the leading cause of mental health disorders, why treatment is not sought, treatments of mental health disorders and how they affect the Black community, getting to the root of the problem. Wait a minute. Treatments of mental health disorders and how they affect the Black community. Getting to the root of the problem. What are the leading causes of mental health disorders in the Black community? The leading causes of mental health disorders in the Black community are related to poverty, drugs, trauma, death, or incarceration of a loved one. But research also shows that mental health disorders such as anxiety, and depression can stem from genetics. If we begin to dissect the root cause of mental health in the African American community, we must first begin with a closer look at the culture of African Americans and the systemic plagues that affect the community. For centuries, we have heard and read about the enslavement of African Americans. We have read about the abuse of our ancestors, and even today, we witness senseless killing, police brutality, and unfair prison terms. Understanding that trauma is the leading cause of mental health disorders, we must analyze the abuse of our ancestors. They were beaten, tortured, raped, and some were even killed. Though times changed and the years passed, our ancestors were left to live with the memories of days in which they served on a plantation. With a distorted view of reality, unresolved racial tensions, and few resources, Blacks were on moved on to try and make the best out of an excruciating circumstance. They continued to fight an uphill battle, searching for equality and justice. This is only a fragment of trauma to which Blacks have overcome. Overcoming few battles, they continued to march along, battling with issues such as post traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, depression, and suicidal ideations. In this day and time, it was not common for Blacks to seek treatment. In this day and time, it is not that common for Blacks to seek treatment, and it wasn't common for Blacks to have access to such services. I'm sorry, I meant in that day and time. So from this point, it became common for Blacks to make do with feelings of hopelessness and sadness. They struggled. They struggled from day to day, but sang only Negro spirituals and danced to celebrate the few battles they had won. As time passed and other civil liberties were granted, Blacks continued to fight for more freedom rights, causing more harm, more killings, and more oppression. Yet Blacks continued to fight for peace, unity, and justice. I've got a note to myself to revise that. The history of the African American culture shows that it was considered normal to suppress feelings of despair. When Blacks experienced manic symptoms, they were ostracized and some were even shamed. This is why people avoid mental health labels and often struggle with symptoms of a disorder in silence. The root of the problem describes slavery as the chief impact on the Black culture. The oppression and suppression that Blacks had to endure meant that they were left to internalize traumatic experiences that one could only dream of, write about, or worse, recover from with very little resources. So, as we move towards mental health disorders and treatment, we must understand that people don't seek mental health treatment until after a crisis, such as an attempted suicide, or when the individual experiences maladaptive behaviors that interfere with day to day strategies. Most people notice a change in desire, mood, or behavior, but will overlook the symptoms until it is observed by others, such as family or an employer. In the Black culture, statistics suggest that Blacks are less likely to seek treatment over non Blacks. Whites, on the other hand, were suggested to seek treatment more over than any other race. This information suggests that cultures exhibit solutions based on environmental factors. Blacks were taught and forced to suppress the pain, while whites were encouraged to express it, heal, and to seek treatment. As Blacks went on to produce children and have families, they began to pass down behaviors leading to generational beliefs about mental health. Most people would even categorize feelings of sadness or low mood with phrases like, "This is just how I am." In the Black culture, defining mental health can be tough. Most people abuse the phrase alone when everyone has a level of mental health. Mental health is a term that refers to your cognitive processes. Just as someone says, "How are you doing medically?" one may ask, "How are you doing mentally?" This means, how are you processing? This study focuses on the broad field of mental health, and it builds a structure around the likelihood of those to suffer a mental health crisis based on systemic projections. If it is clear that trauma is greater in the ghetto, then identifying the triggers would be key to overcoming the battle. Let's solve the problem. Let's trudge uphill. Trauma includes poverty, drugs, sexual abuse, sexual trauma, such as rape or unplanned pregnancy, incarceration, death, disease, sexual biases, such as gay, lesbian, or bisexual, or transgender. These traumas can, in some cases, be identified in the first stage of moral and social development. For example, in the preschool age, it would be helpful to amend school registration forms to identify where trauma is so that the child is not misdiagnosed. Let's look at a case scenario with a false diagnosis. Shauna is a Black female, age 8. She has a single parent family. Her father is incarcerated with a 30-year prison term. Shauna is a Black female. Her mom works 2 jobs. Shauna is the youngest of 3 and has 2 siblings that are her junior. Shauna is experiencing symptoms of depression. She is tired in class and she is not motivated to learn. When asked about her attitude, Shauna acts out in class. Shauna has been diagnosed with ADHD, and her mom begins to give her the medicine prescribed by the doctor. Shauna begins a life of carrying a false label. Now, what Shauna is really experiencing is the trauma of having her dad incarcerated, being alone, being the oldest of 3 siblings, and probably having some type of emotional disconnect on the home front. But because the teacher is not aware of what Shauna is going through, Shauna is now being given a label and is receiving medication and has a mental health label called ADHD. Now, let's look at this. Let me take this over here and find my solution to this. So that was 13. So it has to be 12. Let's see. Waiting on it to come up. Okay, so nothing came up for 12. Let's see. So is it 14? No, it's not 14. So it is not 12. It's not 13. It's not 14. It's not. Do I have an 11? It says a 10. All right, not 10. Let's see. It's an 11. All right, it's 11. It would be that. That's 2. All right, so. All right, so Men shall perish for the lack of knowledge. So that's what I did yesterday. So going down here. Okay. So what this means. Um, how do we begin to correct the problem? The wisdom of God supplies education and resources because God supplies, He is our wisdom. We go to Him and He give us direction. We apply His word. We are to acknowledge Him in all of our ways, knowing that He will direct our path. Wisdom in education will draw over the um, plagues of the African American community, such as gun violence, black on black crime, poverty, AIDS, disease, racism, false imprisonment, death, sexual abuse, the many traumas that affect the African American community. Take a look at the parable in the Bible. Okay, this is what I said yesterday. All right, let me get down to the actual curriculum. And darn, that's not it either. Right, is it? Let's see. All right, so after I did the calendar, all right, let's see. It's not this one. Okay, so it's not 11. I was just working on this. What time yesterday? It says at 15. All right, yep, it is. All right, so I found it. All right. And hold on a second because my computer screen keeps changing and reflecting. So that means that someone keeps accessing this screen. And it's 12 o'clock. I should do this tomorrow. Let's see, is it a lot to read? No, I'm going to go ahead and do it tonight. All right, so the first thing we want to implement is we want to change the structure of the curriculum. This is a new day and age. To sit up in a class all day and study is boring. And we need new ways of learning that are interactive to keep the youth engaged. So we want to implement wealth management and finance, a part of the curriculum with AI simulation and job placement. I'm going to talk about this and then I'm going to go in depth with this tomorrow or another day. We want to give minorities the opportunity to be in prestigious positions before college to help foster self-awareness and social development. We want to offer a program to bridge the gap between at-risk youth and parents that are incarcerated with sentences over 10 years. This program offers meals, extended visits, and transportation within the state of Georgia and Florida. We want to offer registration that consists of a new enrollment form that offers questions relating more on the family dynamic. They will cover let's see, how did I get all the way down there? Okay, hold on 1 second. They will cover both parents in the home, is either parent incarcerated, has anyone in the immediate family passed away, are they below the poverty levels, is there drugs and alcohol in the home, has anyone been sexually abused, is anyone receiving or undergoing treatment for a mental health disorder, is anyone gay, straight, bisexual, or transgender. These topics are covered on the registration form to identify kids that are more likely to face or have experienced trauma. That way, these kids are considered at risk and they are forwarded to CORE. CORE supplies the resources that they need on a case by case basis, which include counseling, fostering reunification and wellness when possible or applicable. CORE will also offer sources like rental assistance or housing, counseling, mental health services, both traditional and holistic, education alternatives, including half-time enrollment and environmental studies. This gives the child the option to learn in an alternative environment. This way, if the child lives in the ghetto, the child can experience a different environment or learning atmosphere. The alternative learning environment will be places like the library, the mall, local eateries, and certain divisions of the bank, and also hospitals. Alternative learning environments make it possible for the at risk youth to escape the battles of his or her own immediate environmental connection. It is a way to give the child an outlet, a fun, interactive learning experience in which the youth can focus on a goal, a project, or a self-awareness task. Another benefit to alternative learning is that it reduces the cost of traditional classes and allows for teachers to have a break and smaller classes to keep the focuses on those that want to learn. It also reduces the cost of supplies. It also modernizes the way of learning. The youth have developed an addiction to technology, so it's better to channel this energy in a positive and constructive way. Alternative learning projects also provides social skills, work ethics, skills in time management, self-awareness, and responsibility, and educational benefits. Youth that participate in alternative courses can receive meal stipends, educational credits, and first choice placement for jobs and higher incentives, just like the military does. Alternative learning allows for at risk youth to participate in a separate earn and learn program in which they can earn up to $200 per month just by completing extra learning activities. Credits are paid out via gift cards that are issued to the individual only, making it less likely that the youth can trade the incentives for drugs, alcohol, or anything that is not beneficial or correlated. My hope is to build an AI simulation center that boasts an array of artificial intelligent products and services that the youth can find engaging and interactive. If the center becomes the new hangout, at risk youth are less likely to be in the street or a victim of their own circumstance. In former days, we built basketball gyms, courts, volleyball courts, volleyball courts. But today, the new tool is technology. Building a center that focuses around technology will foster growth and development since children are the future. Let's use the technology to foster the IT leaders of our world. All of this can be done under the act of No Child Left Behind. Yay! I love it. So I'm going to continue to work on that. I get so excited about it. I love it. God is awesome. And He gave me that program, and I get excited just thinking about it. So I am going to get off of here. I will be back in just a minute. But I'm going to get here and post this really quick. And then I will be back later on. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night. I'll be seeing you in 2 minutes.